Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on Vaiot, V-A-I, which is a really interesting AI kind of services based cryptocurrency. I'm going to explain it in more detail in just a minute, but before I do so guys, look how consistent I've been on this channel. In the last 8 hours, I've uploaded 5 videos for you guys, and this is going to be the 6th, okay? And there's one other one waiting, which my Patreons have early access to. So if you haven't already, please do drop a sub. I'm bringing daily crypto content, in fact, way more than daily, hourly crypto content for you guys, and I hope that, it's valuable. I believe it will be. So we're going to be talking about Vaiot today, and obviously this video isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is just my opinion only. Always do your own research before you invest your money. But Vaiot for me is one of those projects that's just so low in market cap you can't avoid it, okay? Obviously not advice, but when you're seeing a project with this much utility, this much potential use cases, and this much institutional backing and regulation, it's really, really hard for me to avoid this project and avoid investing, okay? So 1.6 million in market cap. It's up 20% today, which is big gains for a bear market. You can see in the last 14 days, it's up 54%. I've been talking about this project for a while now. My patrons will know this, but I've held Vaiot since the bottom pretty much. And I was buying in on both bottoms. So I was buying in back here in November, I believe. I'm pretty sure I was. But I was also buying into Vaiot before it actually properly bottomed. Okay, I was buying in, not March. I was buying in before that as well. Okay, so I've kind of just been dollar cost averaging into Vaiot. If you are a patron of mine, you'll know that it's one of the coins in my portfolio because patrons do get access to the portfolio. But I've been accumulating this in more allocation. I've been allocating more and more, and I'm looking to add even more to my bag. I'm not sure if I bought in November. I'll have to double check, but I have a decent amount of Vaiot currently in my bag, and I am looking to increase that allocation further, okay, if we see bigger dips in the crypto market. If you're someone who buys the idea of the 4-year cycle, you buy the idea that Bitcoin's going to go down lower in either December or January, then Vaiot likely will as well, okay, and I'll probably be accumulating. So with all that waffle out of the way, let's get into the actual use cases and technology behind Vaiot. So Vaiot, or Vaiot, as you should pronounce it, is an intelligence services powered project, okay, by the first VFAA regulated digital asset. So something interesting about Vaiot is it has got high amounts of regulation. For a project to only have 1.6 million in market cap, but to have this level of regulatory compliance, I think is very, very a testament to the Vaiot team and to the project, okay, because it's getting those regulatory signatures, it's getting those deals in the bag already, and we know that the cryptos that do have regulations are going to be the ones that survive, are going to be the ones that last numerous cycles. So it says here, AI developed in cooperation with IBM. This is really big news, or not news, people have known this for a while, but this is big. IBM is one of the biggest companies in the world, one of the biggest names in the world, and the fact that they are able to develop in cooperation with IBM, this form of partnership, is extremely bullish. I talk about this on every video, but it's really important to mention because Vaiot isn't just some completely random project that's just been created. It's got big backers, and it's got big cooperatives, right? So it says here, Vaiot offers a portfolio of blockchain-based AI assistants, okay? So kind of, this is very different to Singularity Net, okay? Singularity Net is an AI marketplace, AI services, kind of like Fiverr, whereas this is much more about AI assistance. So this has so many use cases, okay? You use Siri, you use Google, you use Alexa, you use Cortana if you're a weirdo. These are things that are used for voice. You can do voice assistants, right? And these are all forms of AI. Hey Siri, what's the time? Hey Siri, what reminders have I got set? It's my Siri's going off right now as I say this. But you get what Siri and Cortana and all of these things are. But these are all centralized. Firstly, there's a lot of security issues with that. There's a lot of privacy issues. Are you actually being recorded, what you're saying? And secondly, they're not perfect anyway. They're not very good. They can't tell you everything. Now, Vaiot isn't necessarily trying to aim to be the next Siri or aim to be the next Alexa. It's actually much more complex than that, and it's actually much more complete than that. Okay, Vaiot is actually aiming to transform industries. It actually wants institutional usage, not merely house-based or domestic usage. Okay, it will also, but not merely. So some of the potential use cases, we've got the insurance industry, we've got sales, it says here, and we've got the legal sector. So I could completely imagine this in a sales sector, for example, because you don't actually need humans on the phone in a sales-based business. I mean, it helps, but it's not necessarily beneficial. It might not actually be the best ROI, right? You're paying someone $15 an hour just to answer calls. Is that really a better return on investment than having some form of AI-based system to do that sales for you? So if you can imagine, if you wanted to buy a certain thing in a certain industry, maybe you're in some form of oil industry and you need some form of part for your oil business, traditionally you would have to call up a company and discuss in depth with another human, can you believe it, another human about this issue. Whereas Vaiot may allow you to just merely talk to a robot, and the robot will be far more efficient and will cut out all the soft talk and just get straight into it, right? So that's one of the potential use cases I believe myself with sales. It says here, an AI assistant as a new digital channel for intelligent shopping, buying services, and conducting instant transactions, providing customers with easier, faster, and more affordable ways to access services offered by various businesses. I think this is going to be the biggest one for me, okay? I do think it'll be able to transform other sectors, like the legal sector as well. But for me, the sales assistant sector is the biggest one, okay? Because if you can imagine being able to not only discuss with a salesperson, a robot salesperson, but also be able to pay, okay? Pay through the online system. Because right now, if you send an invoice, you've got loads of back and forth, loads of problems. Whereas if it was all digital, if it was all online, you could literally just pay through crypto instantly. You've got the sale done, you've got all the details, you've got the specification, you've got the due date, right? You've got everything. This is where, for me, Vaiot really comes into play. We've got the legal sector as well. Legal assistance, AI, conversational flows, focusing on both contract analysis and automatic creation of ready-to-sign traditional contracts. So we've got all the smart contract side. This is coming soon, by the way, and I think this will be big when it does come. But you've got smart contracts, which essentially prevent the need for human interference. All the inefficiencies of an ordinary contract are eradicated through a smart contract. And Vaiot's use of smart contracts will be beneficial, in my opinion, for the legal sector. Because you can see here, right? This is about someone verifying their driver's license. Vaiot can do that for you. It can do the verification process itself. It's got all the information. It's powered by the Vaiot token. And you can see all of how this will work. I really, really like it. I advise that you guys do go ahead and read the white paper in your own time, because I don't want to make this a 25-minute video. But the utility for this project is huge, in my opinion. You got the Vaiot AI assistant. Vaiot aims to combine AI and blockchain to create innovative solutions, allowing us to take what's best from both technologies. I really think AI and blockchain technology will be a great combination. I really do. I think there's going to be so many potential use cases in so many different industries. I've talked about Singularity Net. I've talked about other projects. But for me, Vaiot could be that one that guarantees that 500x. And I know it sounds ridiculous. You go read all of this yourself, right? Go read it yourself. I haven't got the time. I made 8 or 9 videos today, right? I've been up since 5 a.m. It's now midnight. So I haven't got the time to go through every single coin, every single part of the white paper, I mean. What I have got the time to do is talk about the price and how high I think this can go. We're currently sitting at around less than 1 cent. So fragments of a penny here. Less than 1 cent. And this has an all-time high of $3.60, but I don't think that's very relevant because of the divergence between the price and the market cap. If you look at this, you can see the all-time high market cap was actually in November 2021. However, the all-time high price was all the way back in April. You can see the price back here was very, very low, even though the market cap was very, very high. Also, from current market cap of 1 million to this one of 15 million, that's about 15x. But actually, from the current price to all-time high price, it's hundreds and hundreds of x. So there's clearly a disparity, clearly some form of divergence between the two. But that's why, for me, the price all-time high isn't relevant. What we need to know is the market cap all-time high, which is very, very low, only 15 million. So it's an easy 15x, in my opinion, guaranteed. But I think that's very immature, very irrational to just compare it to the all-time high. Because we're talking about an industry that's completely in its infancy. We're talking about an industry that's going to be huge in the future. And to merely look into the past in order to make future predictions, in my opinion, would be asinine. What you should do is think about how big this industry could be in the future, not look at how big it was in the past. Because you're talking about the past, and we know that AI is only going to get bigger and bigger, and the blockchain and crypto is only going to get bigger and bigger. For me, I could see this, on the conservative end, I could see this at 100 million in market cap in the next bull run. On the more ambitious end, I could see this at 1 to 2 billion in market cap in the next bull run. We've got IBM involved in this. We've got regulatory compliance. I believe Malta, I think maybe, and Cyprus has some form of regulatory agreement with Vaiot. And there's much, much more to it that I don't have time to get into in this video. But for me, Vaiot is an insanely good hold. I'm very happy with my investment in it. And I'm looking to potentially add more to my position in the future. So I'm very bullish on Vaiot. And hopefully you did enjoy this video. But before I end it, I want to let you guys know about my Patreon. These guys are getting into everything way before the rest of the crowd. If you want my buy and sell alerts, you can get them for £30 a month. Become a VIP tier member. You get the buy alerts, the sell alerts, and the stake alerts. If you want just the access to the portfolio, become a premium tier member. You get the portfolio access. You can see all the coins I'm holding, all the hidden gems, just like Vaiot, and many, many more that I've never even discussed on the channel. So become a Patreon, guys. Highly recommend. People are starting to join the VIP Plus tier membership, right? This is a really valuable membership to join because you get access to the Telegram group, which is insanely active. I'm hearing notifications go off back and forth while I'm making this video. So that just shows to you guys the activity on this group. You get consideration alerts if you join the Telegram. In the Telegram, I'm telling everyone my thoughts on the market. I'm going through my predictions. I'm telling those people when I'm closely looking into coins. I'm telling them the coins on my radar. Okay? Before I'm buying a low cap gem that's going to do a 10 or 15x, I'm talking to the people in the Telegram group in intense detail. So become a VIP Plus tier member. I highly recommend it. Out of all the tiers, this is the one I'd go for if I was you. Guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Goodbye.